Welcome. Today we are going to look at the angle of elevation and the angle of depression to solve some problems. So we need to figure out what those are. Angle of elevation, and guess if you're standing on the ground, looking up at something, say a building maybe. This is going to be your angle of elevation, this angle here. The angle of depression might be if you are up above something. So maybe you are on top of the building, looking down, and you see something, see your friend in the road. This would be called the angle of depression, looking down. All right, so we're going to use those two things today to solve some problems. So first we have Mr. Eric is on a boat heading back to Cartagena from scuba diving. He sees the building he lives in and knows its height to be 100 meters. He figures the angle of elevation to the top of this building is 5 degrees. How far is he from the building? All right, so let's draw a picture of this. If we draw a picture, we have some water. I'm not very good at drawing boats, so I'm just going to put myself here. So there I am floating on the water, and we have a building. So I look up, choose a different color. I look up, and I figure that I am 5 degrees looking up to my building. And I know the building is 100 meters tall. And I'm looking to figure out how far I am from the building. So we can use a right triangle here. This side is 100. And we're trying to figure out this unknown side here, x. And our SOHCAHTOA will help us solve it. So, we have our angle of 5 degrees, 100 meters. Let's label our sides. Our hypotenuse is always the easiest to figure out. Hypotenuse is here. We don't know anything about it, so we're probably not going to use it. 100, this side over here, is opposite of our angle, so that's the opposite side. And our x is next to angle. This is the side touching the angle, so it is our adjacent. So we need to look at SOHCAHTOA and see which one uses opposite and adjacent, and that is TOA. TOA has O and A for opposite and adjacent. So we can say the tangent of 5 degrees is equal to the opposite, which we know is 100 meters, over the adjacent, which we don't know what it is, we'll call it x. So here we have an equation, and our variable's in the denominator. It's always more work when our variable's in the denominator, but we can do it. So we have to get it out of the denominator first. To get out of the denominator, we have to multiply both sides by x. This cancels out on the right side, x over x. And we're left with x times the tangent of 5 degrees. Let me write that again. X times the tangent of 5 degrees is equal to 100. So if I want to get x by itself, I need to do the opposite of multiplying by the tangent of 5 degrees to get rid of it, and that would be dividing by the tangent of 5 degrees. So if I do that on both sides, I get x is equal to 100 divided by the tangent of 5 degrees. So let's put that in our calculators. 100 divided by the tangent of 5. Gives us this fraction, and we find it is 1,143.01. 1,143.01. I'm just going to leave out the 0.01 off. That's probably not going to make a difference here. So the distance I'm away from my building is 1,143 meters, which is our value of x here, which seems to make sense in this instance. So here's another problem for you. Says you are in an airplane traveling 15,000 feet underground and are 200,000 feet from Cartagena when lightning strikes the plane and all the instruments go out. The captain gets on the mic screaming that he needs help finding the angle of depression to land. Luckily, you've taken this course and know how to find this angle of depression to land. I recommend now you pause this video. Go ahead and try it on your own, and then you can watch it with me to see if you got it correct or not. So to do this problem, let's draw a picture. We have an airplane that is in the air, and you are on the airplane. So I'm just going to draw you up in the air. All right. And we have the city of Cartagena down here. We know that you are 15,000 feet off the ground and 200,000 feet from Cartagena. And we want to figure out the angle of depression. So the angle of depression is going to be you looking down. It's going to be this angle here, call it x. And this will make a right triangle. So the angle we're going to use is this angle x here. So let's label our sides. We have hypotenuse. Probably not going to use that because we don't know what the value is. 200,000 is going to be our opposite side, and 15,000 is going to be our adjacent side. So in SOHCAHTOA, the opposite and adjacent sides are used in TOA. So we can say the tangent of x, actually, I'm going to bump this down a little bit. I'm going to say the tangent of x is equal to opposite over adjacent. So 200,000 divided by 15,000. Alright, so we want to get x by itself. So to do that, we have to get rid of that tangent there. And we know that if we take the arctangent of both sides, we'll get rid of that tangent. So over here on the left side, we'll take the tangent, the arctangent of that, and on the right side, we will take the arctangent of that. And on the left side, our arctangent and tangent cancel out. So we get x is equal to the arctangent of 200,000 divided by 15,000. The arctangent of that. So let's stick that in our calculators. Alright, so from there, right, arctangents. There it is. Of 200,000 divided by 15,000. Enter. We get this big complex looking thing, don't worry about that. Hit Control Enter and we get 85.71 degrees. 85.71 degrees is going to equal x. 85.7 degrees is what we're looking down on there. Alright, hopefully you got the same answer. We'll see you next time.